Good evening, everybody. I would like to call to order the December 11th, 2024 regular meeting and City Council reorganization meeting to order. Tonight I am joined by Mayor Pro Tem Kraut and Council members Albrecht, Bazagian, and Shapiro, as well as our city staff. Please be sure to complete a slip if you will be presenting or addressing the council this evening and give it to our city clerk. Tonight, the Pledge of Allegiance will be led by Boy Scout Troop 127.
Audience attention. Color Guard advance. Audience, please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Color Guard, post the colors. Color Guard, salute. Color Guard, dismissed. Audience, at ease.
Now I would like to have Rabbi Paul Kipnis from Congregation Orami lead us in the invocation.
Thank you. Eternal One, Makor HaBrachot, source of all blessing. We gather tonight in this sacred space of service, this chamber of courage, to celebrate the leaders of Calabasas, a city of vision, vitality, and values, a community of compassion, creativity, and care. We lift up our prayers for this city council, leaders who daily lift up the burden of paving our city's path forward. And we offer special blessings, too, for Peter Kraut, our new mayor, a dreamer, a doer, an engineer, who regularly builds stellar structures out there and once helped build out right here in Calabasas, our city, a sanctuary for our synagogue, Congregation Orami of Calabasas. Now, our new mayor knows that we need safe spaces where our bodies and our souls may find places to connect and to rest. Like in the midst of the COVID pandemic, when isolation spread throughout our streets, Peter built for Congregation Orami, for this community, a drive-through sukkah. For the Jewish holiday of Sukkot, he built a shelter of connection and hope, that temporary hut open to the heavens that made us supremely aware of, during the pandemic beyond compare, that even the simplest structures can shield us from the winds of fear and offer shelter filled with compassion and care. So Calabasas, in this week's Torah portion, the portion of the Bible that Jews read around the world called Vayishlach, my biblical ancestor Jacob wrestled with the divine. Similarly, every person and every city must wrestle with the question of who it is and who it dares to be. So, dear leaders, Peter, our mayor, and city councilors Ed and Alicia, David and James, and our city manager Kindon, and all our blessed Calabasas city staff, wrestle daily with what this city is and what it can yet be. Wrestle with the choices that demand courage and hold courageous conversations that require compassion. Listen with attentiveness and guide Calabasas with self-awareness so that Calabasas may become its best self, a city where justice flows like running waters and kindness grows like those stunning trees out on our sunlit hills. Holy One of blessing, we beseech you, grant this city council insight and resolve, grant this mayor boldness to involve the people within and outside of this wonderful city hall in a governance process that builds unity, safety, and peace. And speaking of safety, in this time of destructive fires, watch over our people, our pets, and our homes. Protect the protectors, first responders who protect us, and grant solace and support to those who lost that which they hold dear. And as for the people of Calabasas, of this complex community, Calabasas, may we have the patience with one another and gentleness in the words we choose. And may we always, always refuse to use words that lead to abuse, but instead never, never fail in the way we speak, text, listen, or email to have generosity with one another. Calabasas, you are a city of miracles, a mosaic of people who care. In a world of indifference, you craft beauty from challenge and community from difference. For a city's greatness is measured not by what it builds or accomplishes alone, but by how its people care for each other in good times and bad, with chesed, anava, ve'ahava, with kindness, humility, and hope. May we all of us, be vessels of kindness, humility, and hope. And let us say, Amen. Thank you.
Thank you. May I please have a motion to approve the agenda?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Now we're going to turn to council announcements. We'll start with Mayor Pro Tem Kraut.
I have no announcements tonight.
Ed? No announcements. James?
I did want to note that today is the 25th anniversary of the Agoura Hills Calabasas Community Center, and I had a chance to drop by there today. Very proud of how the facility has come along and our reopening of it under your leadership, Alicia, earlier this year.
Thank you. David?
Just briefly, I just wanted to take a moment to thank all of our first responders, as Rabbi Kipnis just mentioned, who have been out protecting lives, animals, saving property when they can, and doing amazing work, from the pilots to those on the ground, to the sheriffs who keep everybody safe as well. Our hearts as a community go out to our neighbors in Malibu and all surrounding areas, anyone affected by these terrible fires. And I'm very proud of our city. I want to thank our city, our EOC, that lended a hand and were able to assist and work jointly with Malibu to help in any way possible. So just a moment for that, and quickly to thank and congratulate LVUSD. Last night we had the pleasure, Mayor Pro Tem Kraut and Councilmember Besagian and myself were able to attend the LVUSD reorg, and our own resident who is present, Alan Lazar, was sworn in last night along with Linda Mingus, and I want to take a moment to thank Jill Gaines for her many, many, many years of dedicated service to our community and our residents and all the children. Thank you.
Thank you. I also want to take a moment to express my gratitude to all the first responders for everything that they've been doing with the fires in Malibu. So many sleepless nights for everyone in that community, and just really hoping that full containment happens soon, but also a huge amount of gratitude to our own city staff. With fires, you never know what direction the wind is going to go, and Calabasas got very lucky, but our staff did a ton of work to make sure that everyone received the communication that they needed. We opened our doors to Malibu, who's temporarily relocated with their EOC here. Our community center became a shelter set up by the Red Cross, and so much work by our public works staff, making sure the streets stayed cleaned with the wind events. Our staff has really been here since like 3 a.m. 2 nights ago and hasn't left. So a huge amount of gratitude to everyone on our staff, and just praying for safety in Malibu. And also a huge congratulations to Alan Lazar, our new school board member. So congratulations. And thank you to Jill Gaines for all of your service on the school board. Our children are very lucky to have had you in serving the school board for so long. So thank you so much. Now turning to oral communication, public comment. Are there any members of the public wishing to speak on non-agenda items? So since no one is wanting to speak on non-agenda items, at this point of the meeting, I'm going to turn the gavel over to Mayor Pro Tem Kraut, and he is going to take over our meeting.
I looked at the script. I don't get to bang the gavel yet, though, do I? Tonight, we have several dignitaries and organizations here to recognize Mayor Alicia Weintraub. If you've not already, please complete a speaker slip and provide it to the city clerk. We'll go ahead and get started. I'm going to call our first presenter, and it's Myrna Esquivel. If I pronounce that wrong or right, please feel free to correct me. She's with the Supervisor Lindsay Horvath's office.
Hi, everyone. Good evening. My name is Myrna Esquivel. I am the Field Deputy for Supervisor Lindsay Horvath. I am honored to be with you this evening as we recognize and celebrate the amazing contributions of our outgoing Mayor, Alicia Weintraub, as she has provided. For the contributions our outgoing Mayor, Alicia Weintraub, has provided to our community, whether it be leading the Las Virgenes Malibu Coalition of Governments, fighting for increased cellular connectivity, or championing our small businesses. Mayor Weintraub has been an incredible leader to our Calabasas community. We are so grateful for her tireless commitment to this region, and we are thankful that she is still on the council to continue her hard work. On behalf of Supervisor Horvath, we are honored to present you today with this scroll in recognition of your contributions to the Calabasas this last year as mayor. Thank you.
Madam Mayor, I'll leave it up to you if you want to stay down there or just keep walking back and forth. Okay, our next speaker is from Assembly Member Jackie Irwin's office. This is Nancy Frawley, the Deputy Director.
I like being able to hear better, see from here.
I like going in the first couple so I can put the mic where I need it. Yeah. So, good evening, Mayor, council members, and city staff, as well as the audience. My name is Nancy. I'm here for Assembly Member Irwin. She wasn't able to join us tonight, so she asked me to step in and express our gratitude for your service this past year. Now, we know that you've been serving your community for a lot longer than 1 year as mayor, and you have a servant's heart. You have done this so long, and yet you do every meeting with grace and dignity, a smile on your face, and you run a mean meeting. Nothing pauses. It's like, but we have so appreciated you and all the members of the council. It's been a wonderful 2 years now serving as your assembly office, and we look forward to our last 2 years and serving with all of you, and congratulations, soon to be Mayor Kraut. And we too have a certificate to honor your 1 year as mayor. Come on down and get it.
Thanks, Nancy.
And before I call our next speaker, I'm going to read one from the City of Hidden Hills. This is from Mayor Aniko Gold on behalf of the City of Hidden Hills and the entire Hidden Hills City Council. She writes, "I'm so sorry no one from Hidden Hills could come tonight in person, but we're having a closed session meeting. On behalf of the City of Hidden Hills and the entire Hidden Hills City Council, we wanted to extend our congratulations to Mayor Alicia Weintraub on her successful year as mayor of Calabasas. Alicia, Calabasas has thrived under your leadership. Your willingness to always keep all of the constituents of Calabasas in the loop on what's happening with your social media postings are so appreciated, even by the people of Hidden Hills. As the president of our Regional Council of Governments, your continued advancing our region's transportation and public safety, you continued advancing our region's transportation and public safety efforts. Personally, it's been a pleasure working with you on the COG, and I look forward to many more years of collaboration, not only regionally, but also between our two cities. You have always recognized the importance of stellar relations between Calabasas and Hidden Hills, and along with your entire city council, have nurtured a close relationship between the two. Congratulations as well to the new incoming mayor and Mayor Pro Tem.
Thank you, Hidden Hills.
And our next speaker is Sonia Blake from the Valley Economic Alliance.
And Fred Gaines.
And Fred
and
Gaines.
Jill Gaines. Yes. Photographer. Still worthy of the introduction.
Hello, everyone. It's wonderful to be back here and in my role this time as the board chair of the Valley Economic Alliance. My last day as board chair, believe it or not. Some of you were here when you remember I announced that I was becoming board chair, and that was 4.5 years ago. And tomorrow night we'll be handing over the reins. And we're so appreciative of the city of Calabasas being with us. We're going to launch our 30th anniversary tomorrow night. It was born out of the Northridge earthquake in 1994, which is also why Jill and I moved to Calabasas. Our house was damaged in the Northridge earthquake, and we moved to Calabasas. So we're here 30 years. But we've had the city of Calabasas has been with us since day one as part of that alliance. So many of the great leaders in Calabasas have served on our board currently. Councilmember Shapiro, Councilmember Albrecht are on our board. Dennis Washburn is still on our board and serves with us, and it's been wonderful to have Calabasas, and they'll be hosting our annual meeting tomorrow night, and we appreciate it very, very much. Alicia, we met 2011, standing next to each other at the farmers market, handing out flyers. I guess we were running against each other, although it really was a friendship that started, and one that you know that I treasure very, very much, and have so much respect for you, for everything you've done, for the entire First family here, and congratulations on completion and on your election, appointment,
All of the above.
all of the above to a new term. And Peter, congratulations to you on becoming mayor. You'll soon understand that there actually is a burden of responsibility that you will feel, and I'm sure that and all of us in Calabasas are comforted that you'll be in that position for the next year and leading our city. So, thank you very much.
And I would like to add, as president of the Valley Economic Alliance, a newcomer to the Calabasas family and friends, I'm just thrilled. I couldn't be more thrilled to have worked with you, Alicia, over the past years, as well as all of the council. You have been a shining light, an example of what great governance can look like, and community that leads with heart as well as insight and passion and compassion. And really very thankful for Calabasas being such an amazing leader in our region to help strengthen and bolster our economy, and all that you've done to prioritize the small businesses, the local economy, public safety, the environment, so many of the aspects that make for wonderful, livable communities where people want to come work, want to start businesses, want to learn and grow their families. So Alicia, amazing, well done. Thank you for your amazing partnership. And Peter, so very excited about the years ahead. The best is yet to come. We have a certificate for you, Alicia, that we'd like to share with you.
And our next speaker is the CEO and president of our Chamber of Commerce, Lisa Clayton.
Good evening. Again, my name is Lisa Clayton. I'm the president and CEO of the Calabasas Chamber of Commerce. I am here with our manager, Michelle Thomas, and our immediate past chairman, Mark Levinson. Mayor Weintraub, we just want to say thank you. You've always been a text or a phone call away. You've always been there for the chamber, its members, and our community. You've been an awesome mayor. We have a certificate for you I'd like to read. In recognition of Mayor Alicia Weintraub, we thank you for your exemplary leadership and commitment, which has significantly contributed to the betterment of our community. On behalf of the Calabasas Chamber of Commerce and its board of directors, we truly appreciate your tireless efforts and the support that you have provided to the chamber. Thank you.
Thank you.
And congratulations, Mayor Pro Tem.
And thank you all for all of the support you have given me. Thank you very much.
Our next speaker tonight is Brian Cameron, president of Epic.
My name is Brian Cameron, Madam Mayor. Epic is a creation of resident volunteers. We saw a need, and your support and encouragement has been instrumental in making our efforts a reality. Your dedication to increasing public safety has given Epic the opportunity to form a public-private partnership with our city. For that, we are extremely grateful, and we look forward to building on our joint achievements as we work together to make Calabasas a more resilient and better prepared community. Calabasas is fundamentally a community of neighbors. And as the logo says, the place to be. Thanks, Alicia.
Thank you so much, Brian, and thank you for all the work you've done in getting communications out during the fire.
And our next speaker is Joanne Suara from the Calabasas Coalition.
Hi, Alicia. The Calabasas Coalition would like to present you with this token of our appreciation for all the hard work you put in this past year as mayor. And I'd like to say a few words about the gift. The hummingbird on the pot has special meaning for us. John and I always had hummingbird feeders in our backyard, and we even had hummingbirds carved into our front door. And after John passed away, the hummingbird took on even more significance because we feel when we see one that it's his spirit being nearby. So, and we put in a Christmas cactus in the pot. Christmas cactus traditionally represents friendship and goodwill toward people. So with this in mind, we'd like to give you this gift with gratitude for all the hard work you've done to keep Calabasas the very special place that we all love. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and I love that John's here with us tonight. That's so special.
And our next speakers will be Stephanie Williams and Richard Sherman of the CPHA.
When Alicia first ran for office, I think on her mailer she put, "Contact me anytime, I'm always available." And I don't know if she realized what the precedent she set, because all these years later, she's still always available. And I was struck by the fact that Monday night, when all the horrible fires were going on in Malibu, I understood that Alicia and some of the other of you were on the phone at 3 in the morning talking to Malibu, working out an arrangement so they could come over here and in the safety of our wonderful city. So we're so grateful for those of us who live in Calabasas that you are going to be on City Council for 4 more years, and we're grateful that, Peter, you're going to be our new mayor. We are just so appreciative. And taking the prerogative as a family member, I just want to say that despite all that you do for the city and your love for the city, your dedication to your husband, your children, your sister, and to your dad is quite remarkable. So we're very appreciative. And my vice president has a few more professional words to say.
And I'll add my nephews, since you left them out too.
And the nephews.
Yes.
So on behalf of CPHA, we are so grateful for everything that you've done for our city. We treasure the relationship that we have with the council. We appreciate you all. And Alicia, I will second that we always know we can call you and text you. We can see what's happening on social media. You do such an incredible job for us all, and we're just really grateful and thankful for your service this year. We have a little something for you, but I didn't know you were going to have an incredible Christmas cactus to take home, but we did know that you would have quite a few items, so it's going to be delivered to you tomorrow.
Thank you so much, and thank you for everything that you both do as board members for CPHA and as city commissioners. So thank you both so much.
Thank you.
And our next speaker is Rosa Besser.
Someone's missing with you, though. Reggie.
Yes, he's at home on the couch, and that's my husband and dog. So as I started other meetings, when I would present our ideas, it was always with a bow wow. During your former mayorship, I went to you and said, can we talk? And we did. I said, how can we get this dog park done? Well, several years later, during this term of your mayorship, we did it. Thank you very much. I am just a resident of the city and have learned that things can be done by residents. I thank you. The four-legged furry ones, thank you. And we love to see you out there walking your dogs.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank
I love
you.
passing you on our walks, our morning walks.
And our next speaker is Alejandro Polenco.
Thank you, everyone. To be honest, I made a speech, but I am a little nervous to be here. It's my first time speaking here. My native language is not English. I will do my best. I come from Beverly Hills, but Calabasas feels like my second home. We are a more marketing, a passionate marketing agency located in Beverly Hills that want to now located as well in Calabasas. I have the opportunity to meet some of the wonderful people of this council, like David Shapiro and Peter. Just to make them, I feel that this council is amazing, and everyone that already speak about Alicia show that she is amazing as well, and every single person in this council. We have people in our company that they live and grow in this city, in Prado de las Uvas. It's a beautiful city. We would love to bring more business inside of this community. Not only like large company, medium-sized company like mine, I am from another country than my country. Basically changed a lot. We used to be the richest country in all of the South America, but now we are one of the poorest countries in the entire world. But I really believe in opportunities. I really believe in growth. I really believe in we could make a difference as young people, as a council member, as mayors, and as a business. And we would love to bring more business inside of this community. As a BICA member, Chamber of Beverly Hills, and probably soon as a Calabasas Chamber member, I would love to say that I am happy and congratulations, Peter, Alicia, Davey, and all of you. You're doing an amazing job, and I know that you will bring something. Even Calabasas is a beautiful community. We always could make even more beautiful. Thank you so much. The future depends on the decision that we take today. And today we decide to be here to make some change and to make even the city better. Thank you, everyone, for the opportunity to
Thank you so
be
much.
here.
Thank you for being here.
And we have one more speaker. It's Halen Conrad from Malibu.
Mayor Pro Tem Kraut. We also have Mayor Pro Tem Marianne Riggins from Malibu.
I can't believe you guys are here to start. So we cannot stop thinking about you and your beautiful community. So.
Thank you. Thank you. We were here earlier today, and we just really, well, good evening, Mayor and City Council members, and congratulations to the newly elected. I'd like to honor and respect the outgoing mayors. Mayor, my name's Halen Conrad, and on Monday night in Malibu, in a meeting just like this one over the hill, I had the honor of being elected as the newest City Council member. And just 2 hours later, we were facing the Franklin fire. Tragically, some homes have been destroyed and many residents, like myself, have been displaced, and our own City Hall has been surrounded by fire and smoke and not accessible. I'm here tonight to express Malibu's deep, heartfelt gratitude to the City of Calabasas for opening up your City Hall to us and allowing us to set up our Emergency Operations Center in this very room. We'll be back here later tonight after. Thank you. Earlier today, Marianne and I stopped by to deliver coffee and donuts to the Malibu staff who are working tirelessly to support our city. And we were reminded of the incredible value of neighbors and how we're neighbors. And if you guys ever needed anything, we're here for you as well. On behalf of Malibu, thank you, Calabasas, for your generosity and support during this challenging time. We are deeply grateful, and anything, we're here. Congratulations as well. It's very exciting.
Congratulations on being a new council
Thank
member.
you.
I can't believe what you
The
walked
Franklin,
into.
I can't believe it either. I really, I mean, the council was one thing, and then I haven't had a night's sleep. And Marianne has been great helping me through this, so.
I couldn't say it better than what Halen has said, and we so appreciate having you and you know, being part of the team and being part of the COG together. This just shows the great relationship that we all have for one another. And just as you said, hopefully we'll never have to host you, but know that we're always there for you. And thank you very much for your generosity.
I'm going to come down and give you guys a hug.
Oh, thank you. I might cry. I look forward to getting to know all of you better.
Absolutely. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thinking good thoughts.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And Madam Clerk, that's the last speaker card I have, unless you have any more over there. That's it.
At this point, it would be appropriate to allow outgoing Mayor Weintraub the opportunity to address all the wonderful awards she received.
Thank you so much, everybody, for being here tonight, and thank you for the opportunity to serve as mayor this past year. I'm so grateful for this opportunity over the past year. I truly love this community and everything that we can achieve together. After serving as mayor during COVID-19, I thought this year would be completely different. How could anything be more challenging than leading during a lockdown? Yet, this term brought unexpected challenges I could have never imagined. When Israel was violently attacked by Hamas terrorists on October 7th, I did not anticipate how profoundly this event, thousands of miles away, would impact our city. This attack sparked immense emotions and challenges locally. We had to end Zoom meeting capabilities due to hateful callers, but shutting off one avenue for hate was not enough. Our community demanded leadership, calling for us to speak out against anti-Semitism and all forms of hate. Many of our residents are directly connected to people who were tragically murdered or taken hostage on October 7th. I'm so proud of the steps that the Calabasas City Council took to address hate, amplify our voices for the release of the hostages, and advocate for the safety of our community. And I really want to thank my colleagues and city staff for supporting that goal and our mission together. I'm very proud of that work. Despite these challenges, I'm incredibly proud of what we were able to accomplish together this year. Regarding our parks and community spaces, all of our parks and the community center have been reopened and are shining examples of the vibrant community spaces Calabasas is known for. We have so many new community programs that have started this year through our community services team and programs for people of all ages. Regarding public safety, we now have a mobile emergency operations center ensuring the city can respond effectively to emergencies even if City Hall is unusable. We initiated a drone program to combat open space burglaries and will continue to develop this initiative because even one burglary is one too many. We work to educate residents about their evacuation zones and Edison circuits, enhancing emergency communications and clarity during critical situations. And we saw firsthand how this has worked. If you subscribe to our city alerts and Malibu city alerts, which many of us do, all night you're continuing to see what zones are evacuated. And this is in direct response to things that did not work during the Woolsey fire. So it's amazing to see how far we've come since then. Insurance advocacy. Recognizing the challenges caused by this insurance industry, we co-hosted a forum with the insurance commissioner to address the issues of canceled policies and rising premiums. We've been working with our assembly member's office to advocate for affected residents. We have worked on the establishment of Calabasas Firewise communities. Currently, 3 communities are certified, with 4 more under consideration. Residents in these areas have reported reduced premiums and in some cases restored access to insurance. People kept asking, what can we do to deal with the insurance? And through our public safety team, we started working to help communities set up Firewise communities and working with Epic too. So it's a way to really do something hands-on to help our residents and communities. In terms of new development, we approved the New Commons project, which will introduce new shops, residential spaces, and community areas to the Commons. This new investment from an existing property owner highlights the confidence they have in the value of our community. It also ensures that private properties in Calabasas continue to uphold the high standards that define our city. Supporting and attracting businesses remains a top priority. This year, I was thrilled to meet with both new and long-standing business owners to learn why they choose Calabasas as their home. It's really inspiring to see companies that have been here since 1991 and speaking to others who have just now located to Calabasas and to understand why they want to be here. I recognize that the City Council does not operate in isolation. Our success is built on collaboration with our dedicated staff and valued partners. Our staff has worked tirelessly this year, achieving remarkable results while consistently prioritizing the needs of our residents. I want to express my heartfelt gratitude to our public safety partners, both the sheriff and fire departments, whose unwavering commitment to keeping our community safe is deeply appreciated. I also want to thank the Chamber of Commerce and the Valley Economic Alliance for their exceptional efforts in supporting our mission to be a business-friendly city. It's amazing to work together in welcoming and attracting new businesses to the region and the city, and that just plays such a crucial role in strengthening our local economy. Additionally, I'm so proud of the collaborative work we have done with other government entities to support our residents, from partnerships with the Las Virgenes Municipal Water District, LVUSD, and to our cooperative efforts with our neighboring COG cities, which you heard a little bit about tonight. We work so closely with all of our local cities. Also Supervisor Horvath's office, Senator Allen's office, and Assemblymember Irwin's office. These relationships have been invaluable, and they really benefit our residents. It's so really inspiring through our COG to have these shared goals of our smaller cities, and we're able to accomplish much bigger things when we work together. So together we are making Calabasas an even better place to live, work, and thrive. But most importantly, I am so grateful and thankful to our residents. Your service on commissions, your engagement on important community issues, and your willingness to reach out, whether to share a compliment or even just to voice concerns, you are what makes Calabasas such a special place. And your involvement is invaluable, and I'm truly grateful for your dedication. And I want to thank my family for all of their support. As Peter will soon see, and Fred mentioned, being mayor just comes with a lot of extra responsibility that you don't really know till you're in it, and my family definitely sees it firsthand, and your support really means so much. So thank you to all of you. As I prepare to be sworn in tonight for my next term as a council member, I'm filled with gratitude for the trust and support of our community. This moment marks the beginning of another chapter in service to the residents of Calabasas, and I'm excited about what lies ahead in the next 4 years. Looking ahead, my focus is on ensuring that Calabasas remains the vibrant, welcoming, and thriving community that it is, while thoughtfully planning for the future. This involves preserving the qualities that makes Calabasas a premier place to live, embracing opportunities to address new challenges, and meeting the evolving needs of our residents with a forward-thinking approach. Over the next term, I plan to prioritize several key areas. Public safety, which is no surprise to anyone in this room. I want to continue to prioritize wildfire prevention efforts, investing in emergency preparedness, and supporting our partnership with law enforcement to ensure Calabasas remains one of the safest communities in the region. I really believe something that separates Calabasas from other communities is how supported we are by law enforcement and fire, and you really see the difference, and there's a lot more that we can do on that. Sustainability, expanding our environmental programs, such as increasing EV charging stations, and I want to promote sustainability measures that can really be achieved. Sometimes in government, you come up with like grandiose ideas, but I really want to hone in on practical measures that we can do and find results. And I want to ensure that the city leads these efforts with our own best practices. I want to make sure that what we're asking others to do, we're doing ourselves. In terms of our infrastructure, I want to ensure that we have the financial resources to invest in our roads, facilities, and parks to keep them well-maintained and ensuring their longevity. We always think Calabasas is a young city, but it's getting older, and we need to prepare for the future. Our goal is to preserve their quality so that their age never becomes evident. Additionally, I'm committed to advancing our efforts to improve our wireless services. And I say this every year, but this year I'm really optimistic that we're getting closer to achieving significant enhancements in this area. A new tower was just put up outside of the city at the Motion Picture Hospital, but it's going to actually help Calabasas in terms of around the lake area, the tennis and swim center. So, and we're going to continue working to get reliable service throughout this community. Economic growth, supporting our local businesses through opportunities for collaboration and actively exploring ways to attract new, innovative businesses to Calabasas is essential to fostering economic vitality and growing our budget. Really making sure that we're fiscally strong is so important so that we can continue to provide all the programs and have the resources that we need. Community engagement. I love this community. I love the residents. I love hearing from you when you agree, and I actually love the most hearing from you when you disagree. I think it's so important for us to build those relationships and listen to each other, and I learn so much from all of you all the time. So please continue to reach out. I know my colleagues feel the same way. You know, it's wonderful to have that healthy debate together and to really do the best for our community. And the 2028 Olympics will be here before we know it. And I want to make sure that Calabasas is ready to welcome visitors from all over the world. Calabasas is on the map and people will be coming here. I want to make sure that we are prepared in terms of public safety, and really I want to be able to highlight what makes Calabasas special on an international stage. I am deeply committed to maintaining what is special about Calabasas while building for the future. Together, we can work to strengthen the foundations of our community, ensuring that Calabasas not only thrives today, but remains a premier community for generations to come. I'm truly honored to serve this remarkable city. Thank you so much.
Next, Mayor Weintraub, on behalf of the city of Calabasas, we'd like to present. Let's try that again with the mic. Next, Mayor Weintraub, on behalf of the city of Calabasas, we'd like to present to you a plaque. It reads, Alicia Weintraub, Mayor, 2023 to 2024, in recognition of your outstanding leadership and dedication to our city. Should we step down and take a quick picture?
Sure.
And I think it would be great now to take a moment for each of our council members to have a few remarks regarding Mayor Weintraub and her amazing performance in 2024. Ed, would you like to start?
Alicia, we've known each other a while, and it was hard to put words together. I started on a piece of paper and I put highlights down, but it was with sadness and with joy every time I wrote something. Sadness is because I admire how you led the city. It was brilliant, it was relentless, it was exemplary. And I'm going to miss that. I think we all will. The joy part is that I'm going to be continuing to be with you on economic development and other areas as a council, so it's going to be wonderful to participate and continue that. The messages that you sent out, the contact with the residents, your effervescence, your effort, your leadership, all of it. I don't want to repeat the accolades that were mentioned tonight, but there's so many. So that piece of paper kept on getting larger and larger and larger. But it needed to be said that I think we all appreciate the service you've given to the city. I've learned so much. I really enjoyed listening to some of the questions that you brought up in our meetings, questions about why we're using this approach, how about using a different approach. I think it helped me make myself a better councilman, and is invaluable. So thank you so much, not just for the city, but myself as well. And I look forward to being together with you, and
Thank
great
you so-
leadership.
Thank you so much.
David?
Thank you. I started to write some notes, but I couldn't even read them, let alone. Everybody's talked about all the wonderful accolades. What a great job you've done this past year as mayor, as a council member, but you really should be proud of this, especially this past year. I thought you would be in a brace with your arms because of how many ribbons you cut and how you led the way, really, to, along with our council, to opening and refurbishing all of the parks in the community that our city will appreciate for years and decades to come. Your work has been exemplary on public safety, emergency preparedness. I know you've talked about it. New events for residents, which is, I know, a priority of yours, and we were able, with staff's great work, to have some of those this past year. And as you mentioned, future improvements for self-service, even starting now, is a passion of yours. Your work with youth, you did not mention your guidance on the Mayor's Youth Council and beyond, is incredible. We have some members here today in the audience, I know as well, but really incredible, your work, as you mentioned, and leadership when it comes to our council, leading our council in the efforts against hate, anti-Semitism, hate of any kind. Were so important, and the timing of it was really important to so many. Your communication, Ed mentioned, and everybody's mentioned, was one of the most important things I've seen or heard from the community. The fact that they got your weekly letters, which our city does, the fact that your social media presence provided people with information that they might not have otherwise got. They might not have watched CTV, they might not have bumped into one of us, and that means a lot. I know I'm speaking not just for myself, but really for the community. And personally, I appreciate your dedication and passion, and I value tremendously your friendship, as well as working together on certain committees. We don't need to go into that. We have most of the time we're thinking alike, and again, the importance of our entire council, public safety, and everything you've done. The one thing I feel bad about is you really haven't had a proper state of the city. You've been mayor twice. The first time was the pandemic, and this time, for other reasons, you were not able to have the proper state of the city address. Not that you necessarily need that, but I think we need it, our community needs it, so I'm very excited that you'll be here long enough to make sure you are mayor again, to have another opportunity. Thank you so much for everything. Well done. Great job.
And my next term when I'm mayor, State of the City, will be great.
Yes.
James?
Yes, Alicia. I was looking very forward to your being mayor this year primarily because you, your first time as mayor, I remember how excited you were to become mayor, and then the whole world shut down, and you didn't really get an opportunity to do what everybody else has had an opportunity to do here. So I'm glad you stuck around, and this time around, you really showed us how to be a good mayor, and we're very grateful. I appreciate your leadership, your outspokenness, your willingness to say what's on your mind, which a lot of people don't do enough. They don't stand up for principles enough, but you do, whether that position is necessarily controversial or popular, you're willing to put forward your feelings. And of course, as you know, they are popular positions in any event. But I appreciate what you've done. I remember meeting you. We supposedly met, you know, Alicia was an intern here, what, in 2002? Was that around the time?
I think 2001 or 2002.
And I don't know if we actually met or anything, but I know you were an intern here at the time. Just shows you how long I've been around. And, you know, I'm glad you stuck with it. I remember meeting you, though, for real, like in 2011 when you were running for council. And I remember how impressive a job you did, kind of coming from the outside. And you stuck with it. You got on a commission, and then you were elected solidly in 2015. And we're so glad to have you, and I've gotten to know your family. It's just been, I'm sure they're very proud of you, as am I. So congratulations on a good year, and I know we're looking forward to working with you for the next 4 years.
Thank you so much.
And I'll wrap this up really quickly here. So much has already been said. Alicia, first of all, thank you for appointing me to the Planning Commission all those years ago. I had no idea I'd actually be sitting up here beside you on that day. Your outreach is second to none. I want to apologize to the public. Your new mayor will never be as accessible and on the spot and responsive and attentive as your outgoing mayor. I'm going to try, but I just can't live up to that. You intuitively know how to do things. So many times we sit up here debating how to do this, that, or the other thing, and then Alicia speaks, and we all turn and go, not a bad idea. You passionately speak out against hate. That's the thing I admire most about you. October 7th hit, and you didn't miss a moment before you gathered our community together and worked with Council Member Shapiro to put that event on. So many other times that we have had proclamations and issues, and you're the leader of that charge, and for that we thank you. Lastly, I just want to say that I think the job of mayor is pretty easy, because this year I served as mayor pro tem, and I filled in for you 3 times, right? So there must not be a lot going on. It must be a real easy job. I appreciate all that you've done for us this year, and I honestly mean this when I say it's going to be so difficult to live up to the example you've set for us. Thank you for your service.
Thank you, and you will be an amazing mayor, and thank you. It's the best city council to work with, and we are a great team for this community. So thank you, everyone, for your kindness tonight and your words and being here. Very touched, so thank you so much.
And for the next few minutes, I'm going to give this back to you.
Yeah, very quickly, and then it's back to Peter. Okay, now I'm turning it over to our city clerk, Lisa Pope. Do you have a statement regarding the election?
Yes, this year was a little bit different. Due to only 2 candidates filing nomination papers on August 14th, 2024, the City Council adopted resolution number 2024-1921, appointing the nominees and canceling the November 5th, 2004 election. Therefore, Peter Kraut and Alicia Weintraub were appointed and qualify and take office of council member and serve exactly as if elected at a municipal election for the office. Congratulations.
Thank you. At this time, I would like to welcome Ernie Kraut to come up to administer the oath of office to Peter Kraut.
Perhaps I'm old-fashioned, but if you would, please face the flags of our country. And
I can do
state.
that.
Raise your right hand, repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Peter Kraut,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California,
and the Constitution of the State of California,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties
and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties
upon which I am about to enter.
upon which I am about to enter.
Amen.
And now I'd like to call up Noah and Lauren Weintraub to administer my oath of office. And I'd like to ask my dad and Adam, my sister, and if Ben and Henry would like to come up as well.
Constitution of the United States
The Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
To the Constitution of the United States.
to the Constitution of the United States
And the Constitution of the State of California.
and the Constitution of the State of California,
That I take this obligation freely.
that I take this obligation freely
Without any mental reservation.
without any mental reservation
Or purpose of evasion.
or purpose of evasion,
And that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties.
and I will well and faithfully
Discharge the duties. Upon which I'm about to enter.
Upon which I'm about to enter. Thank you. Okay, now we are moving on to our, oh wait. no.
I did have a comment, because now, to congratulate you, but I wanted to tell the audience, in case many people know this, we have never in our history had to cancel an election. And I think that's a great testament to what a great job these two individuals have done. I mean, it's never happened to me, but in any event.
Wishful thinking, right?
I did want to point that out.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Congratulations, Peter. Thank you. And now, the exciting part of our meeting, we are moving on to the City Council reorganization, where we have our appointment of Mayor and Mayor Pro Tem, and we're going to do the oath of office to the Mayor and Mayor Pro Tem, and then remarks by the Mayor and Mayor Pro Tem. So at this time, I would like to take nominations for Mayor.
I'll nominate Peter Kraut.
May I please have a second?
I'll second.
We will all second
2
that.
seconds.
3. So, let's see. Sorry. So there's a first
No, I'm sorry,
and a
but
second.
Councilmember Shapiro was asking if there's any other nominations?
No.
That's nice.
There are no other nominations. All those in favor of the nomination of Peter Kraut for mayor, please say aye.
Aye.
Congratulations. So exciting. Leslie Kraut, can you please come to the podium to administer the oath to Mayor Kraut? I love saying it now.
Before I do, I'd like to make a couple comments, and actually, they're from your children. Andrew and Rachel couldn't be here tonight, so they actually cooperated and wrote something together, which is a miracle, and just would like to read that to you now. Congrats, Dad. We cannot begin to tell you how proud we are of you and all that you have accomplished. From first being on city planning, to taking the leap of running for city council, to now being sworn in as mayor. You have a lot to be proud of. As a father, you have always been so attentive and kind, and you taught us so many amazing skills and life lessons growing up. From rock climbing to water skiing, math and science, you always had a knack at being a great teacher and a leader for us. Especially as a leader, you and Mom both showed us not just how to get the job done, but how to get it done the right way, which often was leading and teaching by example. You are incredibly thoughtful about your actions and never hypocritical. These are all traits that we see translate into city council, and we know it will continue in your term as mayor. Lastly, we have seen you thrive on city council. These past few years, though short, you have proven to the whole city just how much you can accomplish. Not only have you made a huge impact in our home, Calabasas, but every step you took was with purpose. We could tell just from listening to you talk about it that you care deeply about this city and all of the people in it. We have no doubt you will thrive in the next step as mayor. We love and miss you so much and wish we were there to be with you tonight. We wish you luck and happiness for the next year and cannot wait to see you in a couple weeks for the holiday. Love, Andrew and Rachel. And now from me. No, I couldn't have said it better myself. You're an incredible person, and I think you're going to be an amazing mayor, and I cannot wait to see it happen. So now are you ready to take the oath? Yes, I know. Raise your right hand and repeat after me.
I, Peter Kraut,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California,
and the Constitution of the State of California,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully
discharge the duties
upon which I am about to enter.
And Peter, the seat is officially yours. Congratulations.
At this time, I'd like to take nominations for Mayor Pro Tem.
I'd like to nominate Council James Bazashian.
I'll second that. Oh, well, I'll second.
I have a nomination and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Passes 5-0. Congratulations, Mayor Pro Tem James Bazagian. Judge Andrew Cooper of the Los Angeles Superior Court, please come to the podium to administer the oath of office to Mayor Pro Tem James Bazagian.
Council members, I'd like an honor to see all of you. James. Andrew. Your right hand. Repeat after me. I state your name. I, James Robert Bazagian. Do solemnly swear. That I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States. That I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States. And the Constitution of the State of California. And the Constitution of the State of California. Against all enemies, foreign and domestic. Against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That I will bear true faith and allegiance. That I will bear true faith and allegiance. To the Constitution of the United States. To the Constitution of the United States. And to the Constitution of the State of California. That I take this obligation freely. That I take this obligation freely. Without any mental reservation. Without any mental reservation. Purpose of evasion. Or purpose of evasion. And that I will well and faithfully. And that I will well and faithfully. Discharge the duties. Upon which I am about to enter. Thank you.
So this is the chance where the moment where I get to say a few remarks. And then I'll turn the microphone over to Councilmember Bazagian, Mayor Pro Tem Bazagian. First, I want to thank Troop 127 for coming out and doing our Pledge of Allegiance. That was my son's troop. Very proud to have them back here. I want to thank Rabbi Paul Kipnis for coming and doing an invocation as we started our meeting. Beautiful words to live by. I hope we can all live up to them. Good evening, and thank you all for joining us tonight. I want to thank my fellow council members for giving me this opportunity. They're all dedicated and steadfast servants of this city, some of them for decades. And I'm deeply honored that they've asked me to chair this body for the next year. I want to thank my wife, Leslie, for being by my side these last 27 years. Together, we built a home in Calabasas. We raised two amazing children, Andrew and Rachel, who are both in Texas right now. I guess we heard from them a little earlier. We started a business here and got active in many different ways. Leslie, your volunteering with the schools, our temple, and various homeless advocacy groups is what inspired me to get involved. Your example, love, and support made it possible for me to be here today. I want to thank my dad, Ernie. He drove out here from Phoenix twice in 2 weeks now. Thank you for raising me in a kind and loving house, for giving me an education and teaching me the value of giving back. I'm the person I am today because of you. I want to take a moment and acknowledge the great work this council has done in the last year under the leadership of Mayor Weintraub. We have rebuilt all our city parks, including new playground equipment, resurfacing sport courts, and the brand new Wild Walnut Park featuring 2 dog parks, play equipment, parking, and restrooms. We reopened the Calabasas Community Center following an extensive renovation with $2 million in grant funding. We strengthened our emergency preparedness, tested our emergency operations center, and commissioned a mobile emergency operations center trailer, allowing us to operate effectively from anywhere in the area. I can't remember a time when I've ever felt so prepared and so secure in the midst of an emergency. We are grateful to Mike Dyer, our Director of Public Safety and Emergency Preparedness, and his entire team as they continue to watch over us. Our city is healthy, vibrant, and strong. We have put aside money for future health care and pension debt, and under the direction of our CFO, Ron Allers, and his team, it is well and safely invested and growing. We have begun saving for future capital improvements and have kept our commitment to retain at least 50% of our general fund budget in reserve. So what's up for 2025? Well, we have several projects that are underway that will be completed or achieve major milestones in the coming year. The newly renovated Calabasas Community Center is an amazing asset. It's operated by our amazing community services staff led by Director Erica Green. Pending the approval of the county, Calabasas will soon be the sole owner of this gem. Thanks to the efforts by our planning staff led by Community Development Director Michael Klein, we are also anticipating the annexation of Craftsman's Corner. This will add 160 acres, including many new residents and commercial property, producing about $500,000 in annual taxes. Of course, none of this would be possible without all of the hard work that goes on behind the scenes by our Public Works Department, led by Director Curtis Castle. This acquisition will only add to their workload on our streets, buildings, and other infrastructure, but I am sure they are up to the challenge. Another project underway is the purchase of more open space using a grant provided to us by the Santa Monica Mountains Conservancy. In 2024, the city performed an appraisal of various parcels that are good candidates for acquisition. In 2025, we hope to preserve forever some of these environmentally significant properties with beautiful mountains, native plants, and oak tree knolls that we all associate with Calabasas. In 2024, the council agreed to hire a lobbyist grant writer, and the RFP yielded 7 applicants. Our city staff, led by Deputy City Manager Michael McConville, is vetting those now, and we expect to see the results at a council meeting in the first quarter of 2025. This contract will allow us to develop relationships and find key funding to pay for our projects. Another RFP that is due out in 2025 is our Solar Energy and Sustainability Project. Led by Assistant City Manager Scott Trujillo, we have been consulting with the Cumming Group to solicit a cutting-edge and inclusive project that will incorporate solar power generation with battery storage, energy-efficient retrofits of HVAC and lighting, electric car chargers, and more. Collectively, the energy savings and revenue generated will offset 100% of the initial costs. Sadly, in 2024, we lost our battle to preserve the open space around the West Village parcel. We've been working collectively on a new ordinance that will help better define open space and empower the city to protect environmental treasures like these. With the help of our city manager, Kendon Meek, and his administrative staff, I plan to begin 2025 by continuing the same consensus building that we started in 2022. Back then, we identified 86 possible goals and narrowed it down to 12 objectives for the city staff to focus on. Our new work plan will follow similar goal setting. So, specifically, what's on tap for 2025? Our general plan needs to be rewritten in 6 short years. Our city's 35th anniversary approach is approaching in 2026. We need objective development standards. We need to extend the broadband started by the COG. We need to upgrade the cameras at our city center. We need earthquake insurance. We need to increase security and add more ALPR cameras. We need to add more deputies. We need to create grants for home hardening and fire-wise communities. We should finish our climate action plan. We should create pocket parks, community events, and teen programs. Founders Hall could use new AV equipment. We could use a new truck for Public Works. Our senior center needs a shade structure. We should rebuild the rock wall at the community center. Our swim and tennis center needs new equipment. And wow, that's only a partial list. The fact is, we have more projects and objectives than we have money and time. Our challenge in 2025 is going to be prioritizing these goals and enabling our city staff to work methodically and efficiently towards achieving them. But we need to acknowledge that our wish list amounts to $15 million in one-time costs and almost $3 million in reoccurring costs. The $500,000 from Craftsman's Corner annexation won't even cover the reoccurring cost of adding just one deputy. These other one-time and ongoing expenses need to be funded. First, we'll look at our fees like planning and make sure they're covering the costs of services. Then we'll look at recreation fees too, but we have to acknowledge that some services are worth investing a little extra money, taxpayer money, back into the community. Then we'll work diligently to find new sources of money through grants and other avenues. We'll continue to explore taxes. But as we did in 2024, we'll begin and end by laying out the alternatives, surveying the residents, discussing it publicly, and listening to you. After all, Calabasas is your city. We work for you. It is our pleasure to serve you, and it is my honor to be your mayor in 2025. Thank you. And James, did you wish to make some comments as well?
I'm not going to make any comments except to note that almost 28 years ago, the night I was sworn into the city council, I became mayor pro tem. So I'm back here again as mayor pro tem. I haven't made any progress in that time, but it's been a wonderful experience, and I look forward to working under you, Peter.
Before we adjourn, I'll ask if there's any other council comments. Hearing none. Are there any of the members of the public wishing to make comment? Do we have any other speaker cards? It's on the script, so I got to ask. Come to the podium, please. Share your name and city of residence.
Bet Hall, Rotary Club of Calabasas. We were waiting for somebody to arrive who was supposed to speak. Didn't happen, but we couldn't let this meeting close without our deepest congratulations to the mayor, former mayor now, Alicia Weintraub, who you have been an extraordinary mayor and have led this beautiful city so well. And we really appreciate the opportunities to have worked with the city in many projects throughout many years now. And also to congratulate Mayor Peter Kraut and say thank you so much for all your support. And we look forward to many years of more activity with the city. And my apologies for being so out of line and time here. But thank you for the opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you. And with that, I think we can conclude our meeting, and would like to invite you all to join us for a reception in Founders Hall. At this time, I will adjourn the meeting to the next regular meeting of our City Council on Wednesday, January 8th, 2025.